I'm sitting here in Kiwanis Park in Horicon, Wisconsin, on the bank of the Rock River. This river was my river when I was growing up, during all my school years. My house is just a little ways up that way, maybe a half mile, and our backyard fronted the river. But of course someone else lives in that house now, and it's passed out of my family quite a while ago. The river was kind of everything to me. It was symbolic. It was a metaphor for life. I lived it. It was a real thing, and I spent so much time either on the banks or in a canoe, just living on this river. It's not a really pretty river. It's a muddy river. It's a brown silt river. You can't see the bottom. At the time I lived here, there weren't very many game fish. It was mainly bullheads. In fact, the saying about Horicon was that here surf and turf with bullheads and bratwurst. And maybe that hasn't changed all that much. I don't know what kind of fish are in the river now. It's my first time back in a very long time, more than 20 years. But when I see it, I still feel the same kinds of emotions that it gave me when I was a child. It enlivened my life. It made me understand that it was flowing to a world beyond this one. It had all of its seasons when you could, we didn't swim in it because it's not safe. You could get ear infections and things. The river goes through a lot of farmland, and there was a lot of agricultural runoff, and I suppose there still is. But we did canoe on it, and in the winter I went ice skating all up and down the river until there was too much snow, and then we usually shoveled the rink. So it was a really intimate relationship for me, and the place still feels very intimate to me. When I'm here, I feel I'm just returned to my true self, to the person I was before I had so much experience of the world. And the water always seems to me to be a spiritual thing, even if it's not this perfect, clear stream falling over stones full of trout. It's something so wonderful, so important, and it was very important to me in my emotional life and my mental development that I lived here and that this was here. I would watch little turtles hatching out of the bank. I love to sit and stare at the insects, the water striders that run around on the top of the surface. So all of those images of years and years of living this river just cause a lot of emotions in me. Some of them are unnameable, but they're there in my body. It was just a very important place for me.